Hi, welcome back to the MoCoShow official YouTube channel. I'm Maddie Tringone, and in today's video, I'm going to be interviewing social media influencer Katie Feeney. Katie has 5.3 million followers on TikTok, but that's just one of her many platforms. She makes videos unboxing things, reviewing items, videos with her friends or her boyfriend, dance videos, and so much more. Recently, Katie was in the New York Times for an article about how she made $1 million in 2 months on Snapchat. Now, we do dive into that in this video, but we also get to know Katie on a deeper level. I'm super excited to sit down and talk with her. Now, let's get started. Hi, everyone. I'm Madison Tringone, and today I'm here with Katie Feeney. Hi, Katie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm so excited to be here.
Me too. I'm very excited. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk with me. I'm super excited.
Of course.
I know you probably have a busy schedule. I do too. I mean, I haven't done our anatomy homework.
Oh yeah, same. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I forgot that was due today.
I know. And yeah, so if I'm behind, I'm sure you are. Okay. Do you want to just get right into it?
Yes, I'm ready to get right in.
Okay, great. So something I've been wanting to ask you for a while actually is when did you know that your social media was a little bit different than everyone else's?
Yeah, that's a really good question because it honestly wasn't really until the past 6 months when I started getting a lot of brand deals and I could see it going in that career direction. And I'm sure most people know, or I posted about it, how the New York Times interviewed me. And
yeah, that was crazy.
So that was a big realization that this social media has the potential to turn into a career. And I've never really done it for the fame. I want to be some celebrity. I always did it with that, that part of me that just wanted to make a living out of it, whether it's me posting on social media, if it's me selling products, which is kind of the direction I've been going in with working with Amazon. So promoting products, doing brand deals, and it's been great. And I never really imagined it becoming something so big, but I'm very fortunate and I'm excited to see, I guess, what the future holds.
Right. That's awesome. I was going to say, because you've been doing social media for a long time, right?
Yeah, since 7th grade.
Right, that's crazy. So you said the past 6 months. So has being home from COVID and everything been a benefit for you?
It has. I think at the very beginning I was at 2.3 million or something on TikTok, and now I'm at 5.3. So in the past, I guess it's been almost a year now since everything, but that's definitely when I started getting bigger brand deals, started working with new people that, I guess bigger companies and stuff like that. So it's been definitely beneficial to me just because I've never really had time. And
I was gonna say, because you're a student athlete, like me.
Same with you.
Balance that, let alone being an influencer. So
yeah, and you know all about that because you're in the same situation. But we're at school from the morning until however late at night. So I never really had time until now. So I definitely took that to I'd made the most of it and worked on, I guess, social media.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I feel like social media influencers have this amazing benefit with COVID, which is nice. Being home, getting to work more. So you do a lot of videos where you unbox things and do reviews and stuff. So what's that like, getting to review all these products?
Yeah, it's really cool because sometimes it's people will send me stuff, which is always super fun. I have all this makeup and stuff, which is I guess a dream, which I'm giving a bunch to my friends, so I'm sure that they'll like that.
I was gonna say, where do you put everything?
Yeah, it's all in my living room right now. I have a corner where it's just boxes, but yeah, I love unboxing things, and that's it's kind of I found what works for me and what I'm good at during quarantine, and that was unboxings. Before, I kind of just followed what everyone else did, like the dance videos and like the trends and stuff like that. But once I started unboxing things, I saw that like that's kind of goes with like the career driven thing. Like that's what I'm good at. And I mean, I've been able to like sell a ton of products, like sell out of products, which is crazy that I even have that influence. But yeah, I love unboxing things. It's definitely, I mean, I do a lot of editing, so it takes more
You're
time
good at it too.
than like, I guess, filming directly on TikTok. Like I'll film on my camera roll, I'll edit and then put it up. But yeah,
What
I
do
mean,
you
it's
use
fun.
to edit? Because I know, like, when I was little, like, I started using, like, Video Star and everything when I was, like, 3 years old. Like, I've been doing that forever. So what do you use?
I just use Splice. I used to use iMovie and then I downloaded Splice and it's super easy to like make cuts and everything. Cause I do it on my phone. Like I have iMovie on my computer, but I just do all my editing on my phone and then I'll add the voiceover, which is why I use Splice because I can just talk right over the video.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so since you've taken off, like, a crazy amount, like, I know you've been doing this for a long time. You were making your dance videos with, like, palms and everything, and that was
Right.
super fun. So have your parents been, like, super supportive of everything? Like, how do
Oh
they
yeah.
help you out with everything?
My mom is like the biggest help. I mean, I get so many emails and like
Oh, yeah.
obviously like I'm a student, I'm in high school. Like I don't always have time to like look at what offers I'm getting and stuff like that. So she's been a huge help with helping me manage everything, like respond back to companies and stuff like that if I need help or looking over stuff because I try to do as much as I can, but I
Yeah.
mean it's a lot. And so yeah, I mean they're both, my parents are both so supportive of me and I'm very lucky because I know that some creators they don't have that support and I think that it's so important when I mean it's like more than just a one person job. I feel like you need people in order to like become more successful. So yeah, they're a
Yeah,
big
that's
support.
great. So a little momager action?
A little
A
bit.
little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's funny. Okay, so can you walk me through like a typical day in your life? Because obviously we still have school and everything. And do you still like do any dance workouts or like stuff like that?
Yeah, so normally I'll wake up in the morning and I'll try to work out in the morning before
Okay.
school. So that's like if I wake up at 8, I can do like a quick 30-minute workout before school, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I try to. And then we'll have school whatever at 9 o'clock and I'll do my classes. And then at lunch, if I don't work out in the morning, I'll do it at lunch. And normally I get ready during that time. So like I'll do my hair, do my makeup. And then right when school ends, I'll just start filming. And if I have like brand deals for that day, I'll get those done. Or I'll just like do my own creative content. And then after I'm done filming, I'll edit. And then I normally will go to my boyfriend's house at night or hang out with my friends or family. So I try to keep my nights free. So I try to get everything done like and be done by around 5 or 6, which is the
Okay.
goal. But like yesterday I had to do a brand deal with Ipsy and I think I spent from like 1 until 7 o'clock doing like content.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
it really depends because I mean that was
Right.
there's a lot of stuff that I had to do for it, but I mean I try to at least be done by the nighttime.
That's good. That's good that you have a schedule. That sounds like a lot. Like I wake up at 8:55, roll right onto Zoom. So obviously, so how long have you been doing social media?
Since like 2015, I think. I think I was in 7th grade or summer going into 7th grade, and that's when I started on Musical.ly.
Okay, I was
Like,
gonna ask, yeah, like what
yeah,
did you start on? Because TikTok hasn't been around for forever.
right. It was Musical.ly, which is like the cringiest app ever. And at
It
first,
was
TikTok,
fun then though. Like
it
we
was
everyone loved it.
exactly. Yeah, it was like the new dub smash. So at the
Exactly.
time, people liked it.
I
But
know.
yeah, that's when I started like working really hard, filming content, and like my dream was to get featured, which was kind of like the For You page of Musical.ly. But I was like working hard to get featured, which eventually I ended up getting featured like 20 something times, and then I got
Oh wow.
verified on Musical.ly. So that was like the start, but I think I had like 300K at the time,
Oh
which
wow.
like I mean I guess it was like different I guess it was like a different scale because now people on TikTok have like 10 million. Like that was
Oh,
not a
yeah.
thing on Musical.ly.
I
It was
mean, I
like,
feel like now, like TikTok, it's so like much. The algorithm is very different. I
oh
would,
yeah,
because
for
like you
sure.
can post one video and go viral. I
Exactly.
mean, you have more than one video that's viral, but like it's crazy. I remember Musically was like a lot harder to like be successful on. So that's crazy that you had like 300,000 back then.
Yeah, it was definitely different. It was really hard to get featured. Like they wanted like one thing and it was like
Yeah.
comedy videos or lip syncing videos. Oh my gosh, I was not good at those,
I,
but
I look back at them now and I'm like, oh, no, like why were we doing
yeah,
that?
like who thought
But
that was a good idea? I don't understand.
I know. Okay, so as we know, like recently, since you've grown so much, you have made a bigger profit off of what you're doing, which is amazing. So, do you
Right.
have any plans after you graduate in the spring? Like, what do you want to do after high school?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I never expected to, I don't know, make $1 million. Like it's so
Yeah.
surreal to me. And it's not like I never would have imagined like ever. I mean, maybe like eventually like I would
Yeah, yeah.
like over time maybe, but like it was such like a random like thing that I never expected to happen. So I mean, I guess there's a lot more possibilities now, but I'm definitely going to college, of course.
That's awesome.
That's always been like so important to me and education comes first and I think that it's always important to have an education to fall back on because if social media doesn't work out, like what else
Right,
would
you
I,
never know.
yeah, right. So I mean I have more options for colleges now. I think that like ultimately it was just going to come down to financials. Both my brothers are in college, so I had to
Right.
like apply for loans and all that. So I mean now I guess I can go to whatever school I want essentially, and I want to go to Maryland. That's definitely like one of my
Okay.
tops. So I think I hear back like either this weekend or next
Good
weekend.
luck.
So
I was gonna
fingers are
say,
crossed.
like, I didn't know if you wanted to go out to LA like a bunch of the other influencers, or like if you wanted to stay in Maryland.
Right, and that's what a bunch of people do. I think that they, like, automatically rush to go to LA, and I think
Yeah.
that if that's what they wanna do, I think that's great, but for me, I think that that's just never really been in the picture. I think for
Okay.
me, it's more, go to college and then after hopefully I mean, I don't exactly know what I wanna do yet because, I mean, I feel like there's so many, like, different possibilities that I haven't even
Yeah.
thought about, but definitely, like, I'm gonna continue doing Amazon Lives, which I've been doing basically just talking to people and selling products while
I
I'm
think that's awesome.
talking, which is, like, a new feature on Amazon, which has been really well for me, and it's something I can easily continue through college. But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I'm gonna keep creating content, doing brand deals throughout college, and then hopefully after college, I'll have like a bigger plan. And I don't know, it's crazy to all think about because
Yeah.
I guess I'm a senior now. It's so weird.
I know. I mean, I feel so bad for you guys because you're like, you don't have a senior year, but at the same time, like you get to do all these amazing things and have all these opportunities. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
pros and cons.
Right, right.
I'm definitely it's been good for me in ways. I mean, it sucks not having a senior year, especially football season
I
and
know.
like all the things that you look forward to as like a
Yeah.
little girl or like in middle school. I mean, hopefully we're gonna have graduation
Yeah.
and maybe prom, and that would be good. But definitely the football season that really sucked.
I know. I feel like something may like I know a lot of people that follow you probably know that you're an athlete, but like do you want to give us a little rundown about that? Like how long have you been dancing and like doing pom stuff?
Sure. I've been dancing since I was, I think, 4 or 3 in like mommy and me classes. Well, I
Right.
mean, I've been dancing my whole life, and then I started dancing competitively, I think in like fourth grade, and danced competitively for 5 years. And then going into high school, I had to choose either continue competition dancing or join Poms. And I chose Poms, which I'm really happy I did. And I mean, it's been awesome. I love Palms. And I mean, I've met so many amazing girls. Like the team is just so awesome. And then I started track in high school, which I
Mhm.
also loved. And I did high jump and then my main event was the 400, which is like the worst event ever.
It was
literally
the worst.
so painful. Like the feeling, I can't even explain, like that awful feeling you get in your stomach when you're running it.
I used to do like a little bit of track back in like middle school, and the 400 was literally the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's so awful. And of course, like that's like the event I would always do.
Right, you're like, let me do it every time.
It was so bad. But yeah, so I used to do summer swim team.
Oh really?
Kind of random. But then I always wanted to do year-round swimming, but I'm happy I didn't, because swimmers, like, they are so talented. Like the fact that they can wake up early and do that and then like go to practice after school. If any swimmers are watching this, shout out to you.
You know, the kids at Sherwood, they would always come in like with like wet hair, and they were like ready to go. They were like, I got up at 4 a.m. today. I was like,
yeah, it's insane. But yeah, dance has definitely been like my passion. And I think that's like definitely part of the reason I got into social media, because it started with dancing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, go dance.
Go dance. Okay, so do you have any advice for anyone who wants to pursue the same thing that you're doing? Anyone who wants to be an influencer, pursue a career in social media?
I think that everyone should pursue, if they want to do something in social media or in like the product business, like go for it. Because I mean, I've seen so many small businesses blow up on TikTok, and I mean, there really is, like, anyone can go viral overnight. I've had tons of friends that have gone viral overnight. A bunch of kids at Sherwood now have actually.
There's a lot of people who like, have gained a following on there. Yeah,
and it's not like, I feel like it's easy to go viral, but it's hard to maintain it. So I think like if someone does get a viral video, just continuing to put up content and to interact with like their followers, because it really is possible for anyone. And it's like, especially for someone like me that never would have thought like any of this were to happen. And I don't feel like I'm like famous. I don't think I ever will feel like I'm like some famous person, but I mean, I guess to some people I am. And I mean, it really can happen to anyone. And I think that if someone wants to pursue it, they should go for it and just not give up, because that's like the hardest part. Is I think the two hardest things are like I'm scared of what people will think, and like that people are going to think I'm weird. People are going to like all of that stuff. Just like ignore that and just focus on the end goal. And I think that it's possible for anyone.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to ask you two things. I was going to ask you how you deal with hate, and then how you maintain like making all these videos and making them do well, because it does take a lot of creativity and time. So I guess we can start with that one. Let's do that. How do you maintain this?
I feel like I'm lucky because I do a lot of unboxings. So, I mean, I'm constantly like buying things off of Amazon to review and stuff like that. So it's not that hard for me to come up with new ideas, because with like reviewing products and unboxing things, there's a lot of possibilities. But I feel like a lot of people on TikTok have noticed like their views are down and all this stuff because the algorithm has changed. And I think it's just like finding what works and then continuing on it. Like once you find what works, you have to stick with that. And I was like, definitely, I feel like I was going like down in a downward spiral like during last year. Like I couldn't think of ideas. My account was like not doing well and I was super discouraged. But once I found like, I guess like my thing, which is unboxings, I started growing a following. And it's also like things that I guess like making people come back to your account, like whether it's like come to my account to see if it's like a series or something. Like I did like the Sea Monkeys series way back when, and that like gained a whole bunch of people, and just like making sure that you're catering to the audience that likes your videos, I guess. I don't know.
For sure. Yeah, I get that. So you touched on a little bit of like not caring what people think anymore. So was there a time where you did deal with like some hate, or like do you have any advice for that aspect?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I still receive hate, especially like being in high school. I mean, kids are just, I'm a kid, but everyone is just so kids are just high schoolers are just ruthless sometimes, and especially like when I did Musically. I mean, yeah, it was cringy. Like I understand that, but it like really took a toll on me. I mean,
Yeah.
like constantly being called like, oh, the Musically girl, the TikTok girl, and I've been like dealing with this since middle school. So it was hard, and I think it was hard for me to realize like that like in the end I should do what makes me happy. And I took a
Yeah.
huge break. Like once Musically switched over to TikTok, I stopped making videos for like half a year. I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not going to be known as like the weird Musically girl anymore. So I just completely stopped. And like
Wow.
thank goodness, I remember like I had this like awakening. I was like in my bed at night and I was thinking like, why did I stop? Like I'm seeing people that were all Musically, like they're growing, they're doing something with it. And I was like, I completely gave all of this up for like my friends, or I guess not my friends, but like people, maybe people I thought were my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying all this stuff about me, whether it's to my face or behind my back. And I think I just, once I realized like I need to focus on the end goal and continue what makes me happy, that's when I just stopped caring what people think. And I feel like now people don't really, I mean, at least now people don't give me as much hate to my face. I'm sure people,
I mean, it's like, even if they did, you're like, listen, you kind of have to respect what I'm doing here. Like, you're successful and you're doing what you love, and I think that's great. I mean, like, I I made a YouTube channel when I was in like 3rd grade, right? And I was like making video stars and doing all these things, and like some of the kids in my school thought it was weird, and that's nothing like what you're going through, considering you have millions of people looking at you, which must be hard. And it must be hard to like keep everyone in check and stuff like that. But like I remember it was kind of weird, and I would be like, I don't know if I should be making videos, even though I like making videos.
right.
Like I don't want people to be mean to me at school and stuff like that. So yeah, it must be hard.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like once I think that's like the biggest, I guess, obstacle that people face when they're going into doing social media or YouTube and all of that. And I think like once you get over that barrel, that's when like good things can happen because I mean it's hard. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like every day you're constantly dealing with people's opinions and if they don't agree with you or they don't like what you're posting or they think it's cringy or weird or whatever. I mean, it's hard and I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, like I don't like what people say, it doesn't bother me at all because it is hard and
Yeah.
but I think it's just like trying to ignore it is like the best way possible. And I mean, yeah, it's hard like constantly like having people comment things if they don't like
Yeah.
what I'm posting, stuff like that. But I feel like for the most part, I have like really like loving like people that follow me and people that I'm surrounded with. And I think that's super helpful
Yeah,
and
that's good. That's good that you have a good supportive like group of friends and like your family. And you
definitely.
have a fan base that's supportive for the most part. I mean, there's always going to be people that are like hating for no reason or just because they have nothing better to do, but it's
Right.
good that you know how to like deal with it.
I try.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part.
uh yeah, people are rude sometimes. Like
I'm like, what did I do to you? Like
I
I
know.
promise. Like I'm not a bad person. Like I have
You're
no
like, just let me dance, do an unboxing. You don't have to comment if you didn't like the video.
like yeah, maybe I'm unboxing a children's toy, but I don't even care. I mean, I have a very like I have a lot of young followers too, so like I mean, if they don't like my video, just scroll past it. Like no one is making you watch my video.
Exactly. Yeah, so like what's that like, catering to an audience that's like younger?
Right. And I've always like I know that I have a young audience, so I'm very family friendly and
Yeah.
I don't really post videos with like curse words and anything that's like has a negative connotation just because like I know I have young followers and I want to be a role model for them and like spread a
Yeah, that's
positive message and that's like really important to me and I also like I mean I know like teachers watch me. I've had so many I'm pretty sure like the security guard was like asking me
really.
about TikTok and I was like, "Oh, you know I have TikTok?"
Oh,
So
hey.
yeah. Definitely I definitely put up family friendly content and I guess that's part of the reason why people might I guess make fun of me, but I mean, it's like I'm not trying to put out any like negative messages, or
Right.
especially when if I have like a 10-year-old watching my video, I'm obviously going to make sure that it's okay for the 10-year-old and it's okay for a teenager. It's okay for
Right.
like a mom or whoever it is watching me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're like positive. There's a few people on the internet that aren't like that, and like that's
Right.
good that you're a positive role model and stuff like that. And yeah. Is there anything else you want to touch on or talk about?
I don't know. I guess like it's just so crazy. Like it's hard for me to even like think about everything that's happening because I never would have ever thought any of this was possible. And so, I mean, it's crazy, and I definitely would like tell anyone and give the advice to anyone to just start posting social media if you have a business or if you want to make a career out of it. Like it is possible, and there's more than just like posting TikToks is, I guess, like what most people probably think of it as, and it starts like that, but then it can grow into something more. And especially with like the new way of shopping is online.
Yeah, definitely.
People are looking for recommendations constantly, and there's so much potential in just that and like the marketing part of it. And so, I mean, if anyone, especially small businesses, like I've had a lot of friends that have started businesses, and if like they start posting on TikTok, they see that they're getting like people are
Yeah.
buying their stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend to anyone.
So yeah, you've like branched out, I would say. Like you went from just TikTok to like you post a lot on Snapchat and Instagram and everything like that. So that's definitely really cool. And I mean, as we know, like this is definitely taken off for you, and I think it's really great, and you can make it a career full time if you want, or I mean, you're going to college too, so you can do whatever you want.
I'm excited. But yeah, thank you.
Of
It
course.
it's been crazy, and I don't know. It's just I'm so thankful because like this is, I mean, it's been like my dream forever has to
Right.
like to have this opportunity. And so, and I guess like now is the time to just like keep working and working hard and see what else can happen.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like where your career goes. Maybe in a few months we can do another interview, catch back up, see.
Definitely. I would love that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for talking to me today and taking the time out of your very busy schedule. I'm sure there's a few packages on the doorstep.
Probably the Amazon guy's probably gonna be here in like
Right.
a minute with a new package.
The door is overflowing. But yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for interviewing me. It was
Of
a
course.
blast.
Me too. Okay, I'll see you in anatomy on Tuesday.
Yes, let me get working on that
Yeah,
assignment.
okay, thank you so much.
Bye,
Bye.
buddy.